Welcome, explorers of the unknown. Today we embark on a journey to uncover one of the most enduring and enigmatic mysteries of all time, Atlantis, the legendary city lost to the depths of the ocean. For over 2,000 years, tales of this ancient, advanced civilization have captivated the imagination of historians, adventurers, and mystics alike. But was Atlantis real, or is it simply a myth? What happened to this great city, and what curse could have led to its tragic downfall? Join us as we explore the myth of Atlantis and the cursed legacy it left behind, one that continues to shape sea myths worldwide. Chapter 1. The Origins of Atlantis, Plato's Ancient Tale. To understand the legend of Atlantis, we need to travel back to ancient Greece over 2,000 years ago. The first known account of Atlantis comes from the writings of Plato, a philosopher whose works have influenced Western thought for centuries. In his dialogues, the Timaeus and the Critias, Plato describes Atlantis as a powerful and sophisticated civilization that existed more than 9,000 years before his time. According to Plato, Atlantis was an island located beyond the Pillars of Hercules, which we now know as the Strait of Gibraltar. It was said to be larger than Libya and Asia Minor combined, and its people were advanced both technologically and socially. Plato describes Atlantis as a utopian society governed by kings who were descendants of the god Poseidon. The island was home to vast wealth, magnificent palaces, and elaborate canals. The Atlanteans had mastered engineering and construction, and their city was adorned with golden statues and exquisite temples. But despite their immense power and prosperity, Atlantis was destined for a tragic end. According to Plato, the Atlanteans grew corrupt over time, becoming more materialistic, power-hungry, and morally decayed. As a result, the gods, angered by their arrogance, decided to punish them. In a single day and night, the city of Atlantis was swallowed by the sea, vanishing without a trace. Chapter 2. The Disappearance of Atlantis. What really happened? Over the centuries, many have debated whether Plato's account was a true history or a metaphor. Was Atlantis a real place, or was it simply a symbolic tale used to warn against the dangers of hubris and corruption? While no physical evidence of Atlantis has ever been found, the story continues to fascinate scholars, archaeologists, and adventurers. Some believe that Plato's story was inspired by real events, particularly the destruction of the Minoan civilization around 1450 BCE. The Minoans, who lived on the island of Crete, were an advanced society with impressive architecture and technology, similar to the descriptions of Atlantis. The Minoan civilization met its end after a devastating volcanic eruption on the nearby island of Thera, Santorini. This eruption caused massive tsunamis and earthquakes, which led to the destruction of the Minoan cities and the collapse of their society. Could Plato have used the Minoans' downfall as inspiration for the tale of Atlantis? Another theory suggests that Atlantis may have been based on a real lost civilization that existed in the Caribbean or the Azores, areas that have been linked to the myth by some researchers. There are even those who speculate that Antarctica, which was once ice-free and could have supported an advanced civilization, might have been the true location of Atlantis. However, despite numerous expeditions and explorations, no definitive proof has ever surfaced. Whether the tale is rooted in fact or fantasy, one thing is clear: the legend of Atlantis has left a permanent imprint on history and the collective imagination of humankind. Chapter 3. The Curse of Atlantis. The Influence of the Lost City. The story of Atlantis doesn't end with its disappearance. In fact, its legacy lives on through a curse that has been whispered for centuries. After the city sank, many believed that the gods had cursed Atlantis and its people for their greed and corruption. This curse, according to some interpretations, would bring misfortune to anyone who sought to uncover the secrets of Atlantis or who attempted to find its remains. Over the centuries, many explorers and adventurers have set out on missions to find the lost city, but most of them met with tragic ends or disappearances under mysterious circumstances. The most famous of these expeditions was led by Charles Berlitz in the 1970s. Berlitz, a writer and researcher, became fascinated with the myth of Atlantis and began investigating reports of strange events and disappearances in the Bermuda Triangle, a region often associated with the mysterious fate of the lost city. Berlitz's book, The Bermuda Triangle, popularized the idea that the area was a portal to Atlantis, with unexplained phenomena like ships and planes disappearing being attributed to the remnants of the lost city. His theories have fueled speculation about the supernatural powers of Atlantis, leading some to believe that the city's curse still lingers in the world today. But the influence of Atlantis goes far beyond the Bermuda Triangle. Throughout history, cultural references to Atlantis have been used to explain everything from the rise and fall of empires to the dangers of unchecked power. Its legend has been woven into folklore, literature, and popular culture, creating a lasting legacy that continues to shape how we think about the unknown depths of the ocean. Chapter 4: Atlantis in Popular Culture, a Lasting Myth. The myth of Atlantis has become one of the most enduring stories in popular culture. From ancient texts to modern movies and video games, the idea of a lost advanced civilization hidden beneath the ocean's surface has captured the imaginations of millions. The 1997 animated film, Atlantis: The Lost Empire, brought the legend to a new generation, portraying the mythical city as a place of extraordinary power and technology, preserved under the sea. Atlantis has also featured in a wide range of science fiction novels, comic books, and even video games, with versions of the city appearing as both a utopia and a warning about the dangers of knowledge and power in the wrong hands. In many of these adaptations, the curse of Atlantis is central to the plot. Chapter 5: Modern Expeditions and the Search for Atlantis. Despite the fact that no physical evidence has been found to confirm the existence of Atlantis, the search for the lost city continues to this day. Adventurers, archaeologists, and scientists continue to look for clues, from sunken cities off the coast of the Mediterranean to the ruins of ancient underwater structures found in places like the Bahamas and the Azores. In recent years, some researchers have claimed that the ruins of an ancient city have been discovered off the coast of Cuba. Chapter 6: The Legacy of Atlantis, Beyond the Sea. Whether real or imagined, the story of Atlantis holds a special place in our collective consciousness. It reminds us of the power and potential of human civilization and the consequences of misusing that power. It also reflects our fascination with the ocean's mysterious depths, a place where history is hidden and where secrets may still lie buried. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the depths of history and legend. The mystery of Atlantis, with its tragic curse and timeless allure, remains one of the world's greatest unsolved riddles. What do you think? Was Atlantis a real city or just a myth? Could there be hidden ruins beneath the sea? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more tales from the unknown.